Oh, well, hello. How's everybody doing today? Lee right here, back with another shaving video. I'm trying to whip up this lather in my travel scuttle here from PAA. Just in case you don't know, this is Thursday night, and from the background, yes, I'm still in Singapore, but only for a couple more days. I got one more full day in Singapore, then I go home. And I am so freaking stoked about that. You have no idea. I mean, this is 3 weeks away from home. It's not easy. It's been rough. But this is not a confession video. This is a shaving video. And in shaving videos, you have to use stuff. And what am I using today? Well, I will tell you in a second. So, as you guys may or may not know, depending on how long you've been watching me shave on YouTube, a couple months back, I think it's been about 2 months back now, I was fortunate enough to get quite a few samples from Yulay. Monica there over at Yulay Soaps, she makes really, really good soaps, and she has a flavor for every occasion. Whether you are into vegan soaps, whether you're into tallow soaps, she's got it all. And a scent, she's got scents for days. So whatever you want, she's probably got. And I've seen some people, so in some of the Facebook groups, I've actually seen people post some comments saying, oh, does anybody have a soap in this scent type, right? She'll pipe in, Monica, she'll pipe in and she'll say, hey, look, send me a sample of that and I will probably be able to make you one, which is fan-freaking-tastic. So, guys, please head on over to Yulay, excuse me, and check them out. Check out what selection she got. Speaking of Yulay, that's what I'm going to be using in today's shave or tonight's shave. You know, I've been trying to get caught up on a bunch of stuff that I've got, you know, but Yulay's soap samples is something I've been wanting to just try to get caught up on, but I haven't been able to. I apologize for that. But today's soap is going to be Yulay Wash Day. This is a vegan soap, so if that's your cup of tea, I think you would like this. This Wash Day sounds exactly, it smells exactly what it sounds like. Wash Day. Every time I smell this soap, it's just a sample. The scent coming off of it, 4 or 5 easily. It could be peaking up there to a 6. You know, it's just a little Ziploc bag. But man, it's strong. You don't have to, you know, take a deep whiff and think about what you're smelling. But I mean, it hits you right away. And man, it really takes me back to it's really, really cool. So when I was in let me go ahead and continue looking up this lather. When I was in high school, I lived in Washington State, and I lived way out in the boonies. The town that I went to school in was 5,000 people, and I think that even counted the town next to us. Okay, so it was a total of 5,000 people in 2 towns. My graduating high school class was, gosh, I can't even remember. This has been over 20 years. But it wasn't a very lot. It was something like 43 or something like that. I'm going to put some water on. Only something like 43 people graduating with us. But during that time, so we lived out in the boonies, and we didn't have a dryer. We only had a washing machine. And we would hang dry our clothes. And this just totally takes me back to that time. Hanging our clothes out there in the outside in the backyard. We had how much we had a couple acres of property. It was awesome. We lived in our home was an old schoolhouse, which is really, really cool, you know. In the wintertime, it wasn't very, very efficient, you know, so there was hardly any insulation in that place. And we only lived there for like a year. Then we moved again. But man, I got fond. This just brings me back so many memories of living in that place and washing laundry and hanging it outside to dry, you know, and then, this stuff smells fantastic. Man, I don't even know how else to explain it, but man, wash day is a very, very appropriate name for this. To be honest, I don't know. Have any of you ever washed your clothes with is it Bounty? I forgot what it's called. But you know, there's some fabric softeners you can add to the. God dang! Look at this soap. Wow, this is great. You know, you can add fabric softener to your laundry, and this totally reminds me of that wash day. God, this is great soap. Let me go ahead and the brush I'm using today is my Sterling synthetic brush with the green accent. The last time that I used this, I told you that I love this brush. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. To me, the synthetic knot in this feels better to me than my synthetic that I have in my Wolf Whiskers brush, which that says a lot. Okay, blade today I'm going with the Supermax. This is I'm already longer than I expected here, but it's okay. So, oh man, I sure hope I'm not crooked. I have no idea what I'm doing here. But so this is a blade that I got when I first started wet shaving in my first trip to Singapore. I bought a 200 pack of these bad boys for like right around $10 US. Fan-freaking-tastic. And the reason why I'm using this blade, because it's a mild blade. It's sharp, but it's pretty mild. Kind of, to me, it's a lot more comfortable than those derby blades. And I'm using this Tampa Bay Heavyweight. This is a razor that Kenny Reberall sent over to me. God bless you, brother. But that's a very, very efficient razor. And I found, for me, sharp blades are a little bit too much for me in this razor. So brand new blade. These are wrapped awesome. I'll show you here in a second what the blade looks like. It's a Supermax. Oh, focus. Platinum. I've got tons of these blades, and they're really comfortable blades. They're nice. I mean, I think I prefer the Astra SPs more, but in this type of efficient razor, these work awesome. I prefer these blades over the Astra SPs in this razor for sure. All right, there we go. I'm gonna wet it. We're gonna go to town. So how is everybody this week? You guys having a good week? My week's going pretty good. Oh man, the scent is awesome. Scent strength. It's lasting. It's great. It's still staying at the 4 or 5. Some people might call it a 6. Man, it's great. Man, I can't wait to go home though. That's the God's honest truth. Three weeks from home, long time. I figured you guys might have been tired of the Kai shave it. So and I did actually have a suggestion from Spencer Frankel to use this one. So Spencer, thanks, bro. One reason why I'm kind of freaking out here is usually when I record these videos, my timestamp is horizontal, but right now it's vertical. So I'm afraid my this recording might be the wrong way. We'll find out. So, like I had mentioned, I think I mentioned, I'm finally going home on Saturday. So because of that, I figured I'll do a shave today. This is Thursday. And then that way when I get home, I can bust out another one. So, I had mentioned before in previous videos that for me, when it comes to Yulay soaps, I prefer the tallow. And the reason is I feel they are, for me, this is again my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt, please. I feel that they have more residual slickness. Okay, I hope that makes some sense to you. And they feel a bit more slick to me. Oops. Trademark hair flip. So please take my opinion with a grain of salt, but you know what? These soaps are right up there. She's got a scent for every occasion. You know, whether you like citrus or tobacco. What else she got? She got mint. She's got, dude, she's got a soap called Unicorn Farts. How awesome is that? No, she makes some really great soaps. I'm not sure if anybody has given her an honest bad review. Scent is very subjective, right? I mean, maybe I'm sure it's possible she's got a scent that maybe one of you don't like. I highly doubt that, but it's possible. You never know. But honestly, I think this is one of those soaps where I think you'll find something that you like. Ooh, I think I cut myself. Nice. Just clean up right here, and I'm pretty much done. Yeah, so for me, like I mentioned, there's hardly any residual slickness in this, but I got plenty of soap. This sample size is, I think, she has two different types of two different packaging for samples. She has this one that I just showed you in these little Ziplocs, and then she has some that are in like a little small container. I think, to me, I feel like the ones in the small container might be a little bit more, but like, could just be perception. All right, what am I doing? Clean this up. So, I've got, like I mentioned, I got one more full day in Singapore. So I will go back and I will take a look at the local stores and see if I can find any more of those shavettes. Knock on wood, let's hope we can find some. Man, I can't wait to go home. I can't decide if I want to shave with that new wick or my Kamasori. Oh my god. Either one of those, I will record. That's for damn sure. For damn sure. So I'm trying to get this shave a little more close. Only because I'm not going to be shaving until Saturday or possibly Sunday US time. Yeah, not the greatest for residual thickness. Not compared to, especially not compared to the tallow soaps. Let me add some water here. Rinse the razor off. Yeah, not as well as the tallow soaps, from my experience, in my opinion. But it's still a great soap. It for sure does it. It really does a job. But the scent on this soap, oh my gosh, is awesome. It just like washing the laundry. Oh my gosh. And then like I said, for me, it just totally takes me back to when I was in high school and putting laundry out to dry in the sunshine, you know, in the wind. Oh man, that's the best way to dry your clothes. The best way. Fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a little Kevy Shaves face wash here. I got some in the bowl here. There we go. From sitting in the bowl, it just kind of got a little bit airy. I figure since I'm done, there's no point in working it. The scent, oh my god. Oh, it's strong. It's really strong. Now I think it's creeping up to 6, 7. No tingle, no nothing. Just awesomeness. Awesomeness. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse my brush out while this is kind of just permeating on the skin. And one reason why I went with the synthetic brush is because I'm leaving soon. I've got, really quick, all week long I've been trying to break these two boards in. This is the Parasso brush that a friend got for me in Italy, and this is the sterling that I haven't given up yet. I'm still trying to see if these tips will soften up. Not yet, but I need to let those dry before I head home. Just rinsing off all this goodness. I think we're good. So I did have a couple of weepers, but that's just my fault. You know, I mean, it's for a DE, it's a tad on the aggressive side. Shake this out a little bit, but super freaking efficient. Not super aggressive, but very, very efficient. I've shown before, but let me go ahead and show you this blade exposure. Hold on. Right, can you see that blade exposure? It's a lot, and I don't know if you guys can. Yeah, my camera's not good enough, but so you can see that right there. So there's a lot of blade exposure. It's a very, very efficient razor. So it's one of those razors that I tend to like a more slick lather with it. So witch hazel. So normally I'll make my lathers on the wetter side with this razor, kind of like what I would do for a shavette shave, or I'm just learning a straight shave, but something like that, right? Which for all my lathers, I'm trying to get that way anyways. That way I just make the same lather every time, no matter what. But I mean, Osage Web. DE lathers can be a bit more forgiving. Okay, feedback. Here, for sure. Oh, yeah. I feel it. And then here. But that's it. Not bad at all. Almost done here. Beautiful, beautiful. Did they close up? Let's see here. A little bit here still. A little bit there. Yeah. Well, not too bad. And to finish it off, 5-in-1. I've been using this quite a bit. It's probably about halfway. It's good stuff though. If you haven't tried it yet, I'll look it up. If you're in the US, you can go to Target or Walmart, whichever place is your go-to. Yeah, it's right around $5 or $6 at those places. If you go to CVS or Walgreens, it's a bit more, like $2 more, I think, roughly. So like around $7 or so at like CVS and Walgreens. So take a look at it. Alright guys, that's it for today's shave. I didn't tell you my drink of choice. Diet Pepsi again. I had some wine at half the hour. Alright. PAA Travel Scuttle. Pretty messy now. Star of the show, Van Yulay's Wash Day. This is a great... Oh, I love this scent. This is a really, really good scent. Like it's... So I've had a couple of the vegan formulas from Van Yulay, and they're good soaps, but for me, I prefer a bit more slickness to them. but you saw I used a very efficient razor and no problem with it. No problem. Speaking of razors, this is the, let me just wipe off the logo here. The Tampa Bay Heavyweight that was graciously given to me by Kenny Reverall. Thank you again, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, and the Sterling synthetic with the green accent. I love the handle. It feels great in the hand. And okay, it smells like wash. Oh. It smells like laundry day. Oh man, really nice, fantastic scent. It's strong. It's so I would call that a good 6 on the scale throughout the whole shave. I mean, it's just a sample, and it's strong, really strong. So post shave, witch hazel. Oh, I didn't put the cap on. My Osage rub, repurposed Paraso bottle. Aquavella 5-in-1. All right, guys, that's it. Next time you see me, I will be home back in the US of A. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I will be home for about a month, and then I get to go to Germany. Yay! Germany, I mean, I've been to this place once before. It's a small town, so I'm not expecting a whole lot, but I'll be there for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. I think it's gonna be 3 weeks, and then I get 1 or 2 weekends there to maybe explore. We'll see what happens. All right, okay, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a great week. I hope your week is going great, and it finishes off even better than it started. I'm going home this weekend, so thank you all for the support. Thank you for the well wishes. I appreciate it. And until next time, everybody, please do not text and drive. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.